Welcome to Stop Watch Sport, a show bringing you closer to Britain's up-and-coming sporting talent. This week we are in Kent to meet George Briley, an ordinary IT support worker with an extraordinary talent.
Pop it up. Stone number 2. Talk about the squeeze.
Powerlifting combines three disciplines: squat, deadlift and bench. The ultimate challenge for competitors to overcome, but very rewarding for those who do. Briley is so good, he is an 8-time world record powerlifter. The 19-year-old teenager from Tunbridge is undoubtedly one of Britain's sporting hidden gems, as he is now looking to make a name for himself doing what he loves. We have been given unique access into George's life and those closest to him. We first spoke to him at Holland's Strength and Conditioning in Strood, run by World's Strongest Man finalist Terry Holland. Briley reveals what it's like to be a world record holder.
To be a world record powerlifter is pretty exciting, to be honest. It's not something everyone can be. It's not something everyone can be and everyone can do. Pretty proud of myself, everyone seems to be proud of me. Started when I was 16, just because it was fun. My coach realised that I was quite strong. After just doing a bit of general training, then we just focused on trying to break some British records. And from there, it's just focusing on breaking some world records. I'd say it's more mentally demanding than physical. I struggle to keep up with what my body does. My mind just has to try and keep up with what I can actually physically do. It's sort of a fire that burns inside you, that desire to be better than what you've done yesterday. Every time you go to the gym, you want to be stronger than what you did last week, so that just keeps going with you.
Briley got 6 of his world records at Folkestone in August 2014 and completed a fantastic year with a further 2 in November at West Palm Beach, Florida. The records from the States are a 251kg squat and a 240kg deadlift in the men's T3 18 to 19-year-old category. However, the success the Tunbridge team had in America nearly never happened if it was not for a last-minute online crowdfund that allowed him to travel.
Well, that was just an amazing feeling, really. Made me feel really supported, really confident in what I can do because all these other people believed in me. So it made me more confident about my own abilities. It was sort of a bit more pressure, but it made me a bit more comfortable because I knew everyone supporting me actually believed in what I could do. So I felt more that I was doing it for them, not that they would be disappointed in me. They were just proud I was going out there and doing my thing. Personally, I wouldn't say I have a gift, but a couple people have said I'm genetically strong and built for lifts, so I might be. I wouldn't say so personally, but I guess it's up to people's opinions that are more professional than myself.
He is relatively unknown in his hometown of Tunbridge, living at home with his mum Maria, stepdad and younger brother. A couple of weeks after our meeting in Strood, George and his mum sat down with us in their living room, with Maria telling us about George and his crowdfunding efforts.
Ah, my boy.
He's very kind. He helps me by looking after his little brother. He never swears. He's a very good boy and he makes me laugh lots. He's got a very funny personality. I thought it was a bit of a strange thing to happen because obviously it's a modern thing. George has tried really hard to get sponsorship in the local area. I just thought it was amazing, like, you know, people that don't have a lot of money were paying £5 when they got paid each month towards it, which was really kind. I want him to do well and I want him to succeed and make lots of money to buy me a lovely house.
Briley, who is also known as the babyface assassin for his youthful looks, explained to us what the most important things that are needed in order to build muscle.
I'd say it's one of the most important things to be doing because it's what drives your progress. Setting yourself a target is what you then aim for every session. That's what's in the back of your mind or the front of your mind. I don't have any sponsors currently. I am actually always looking for sponsors, especially if it's someone who can offer me something good and they have a good brand. I do believe that lifters should go with a brand that suits how they live in their personal life.
Briley has made many new friends through weightlifting, but none more so than training partner Tommy Chivers. Briley described the relationship.
It's got to the point where we're just really close friends. He's definitely said that I'm his best friend and I'd say he's my best friend. We talk a lot, text a lot, see each other about 5-6 times a week, so The relationship's got pretty strong over the last couple of years.
At CrossFit Tunbridge, 28-year-old Chivers gave similar sentiments about Briley and described their relationship.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good lad. People think it's weird how there's probably like a 9 to 10 year age difference, but the similarities that we've got for for that age gap is it's really close. And I think as we've progressed in our lifting career, we've progressed sort of our relationship as training partners. It's always good lifting with someone that you've got interest with, because when you're resting, your banter and your chat can be on the same level. I had another job in another gym for like 6 months, and that whole time, because of the shift patterns, we didn't train together, and both of our training, we just sort of lost interest. Our numbers weren't really progressing, and as soon as I got out of that job, got the new job, back training again, positivity levels and the weight started increasing again. So you can see how having time apart really sort of affected our training. A lot of people don't like training on their own. I mean, I've always trained, I started training alone, so for me, I can do it, but to have someone on the same level as you and someone pushing you, it's really good. I mean, as much as we're different weight classes, our numbers are all pretty similar, and George has got weaknesses and strengths, and I've got weaknesses and strengths, and between us, we're helping each other out, and we're slowly sort of levelling out.
The owner of CrossFit Tunbridge, Alex Clark, believes that Briley was always destined for great things and is a welcome addition to the gym.
We met George about 3 years ago. He first came in to try a bit of wrestling training, which we were doing at the time. Then he naturally progressed on to other sports and eventually powerlifting, but just because we saw a good potential in him for that sport. Yeah, he's good to have around. He's, like I said, very enthusiastic, loves his training, has good banter as well with the other guys, makes a bit of competition, so it's always good for a gym atmosphere, especially when you're trying to get that competitive edge. I think it was just a matter of time really before he started going into these comps and hitting good numbers and making a sort of name for himself.
Sitting in his second home, Briley looked comfortable. The teenager revealed what his dream is.
Obviously, I'd love to be a full-time athlete. I'd love to just eat, sleep and breathe powerlifting and strongman and just not have to do anything else with my life. Unfortunately, I have to wake up for work 5 times a week, then drag myself to the gym after that full day of work. But I mean, being professional would be amazing because it means I'd be able to help people more, be able to spend more time in the gym. I could work towards a personal training course so I could help people, because all I'd have to do is my own training, which would be great in my opinion. My main goal, as well as being world's strongest man, I would like to be a professional athlete. I'd just like to be able to do that all day. I was with Terry and I was talking to someone, and he said that I was the only currently world-class athlete in the room because he's had some time off on his training and he's moving from strongman to powerlifting, so he's no longer at that level of strongman at the moment. But it just really took me back that he said that, whereas a lot of people would think that I'd expect to be called that, but I in no way expected it. It still takes me back that he's like so willing to help me and thinks I can go so far.
Briley also addressed possibly the biggest issue surrounding weightlifting: performance-enhancing drugs and the negative effects they have on the sport.
I think with the bad media around illegal substances and performance-enhancing drugs, it's not helpful. Then that being said, every athlete at the elite level in every sport, in the men's category and ladies categories, is pretty much doing performance-enhancing drugs. Personally, I feel like maybe they should take a look at the rules about it and reconsider them, because I mean it's just damaging all the sports reputations at this point. Personally, I don't use them and I like being a natural athlete, but I have been offered. I politely declined. If you look at all the sports, like, it's just damaging their reputations, and I don't feel like you can be able to stop the people doing it because they're that desperate, they're that strongly in pursuit of their goals that they're not going to stop it because they want that goal. For weightlifting, it would be quite damaging if it came out for a lot of the professionals and their sponsors, but then a lot of people already assume that they're on steroids because it is lifting. So I don't think it'd be as damaging as it is for some sports where people don't expect it.
It is clear that Briley is a sporting star in the making. With European and World Championships on the horizon, the babyface assassin is on target to improve on his tally of 8 world records. Perhaps more importantly, his hard work and dedication can be an example to the younger generation that anything is possible, making an ordinary person extraordinary.
Well done, George.
That's all from today's show. If you would like to find out more about George Briley, please visit his Facebook page. See you next time on Stopwatch Sport.